What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to Children of Morta. My name is Splat. Very happy to have you here today as we continue to play this game. I like it a lot, therefore, I'm going to play it more, and there ain't nothing you can do about that. It's just going to happen. It is just going to happen. In the previous episode, we had gotten a puppy, I think, and we had to go down and get medicine for said puppy. But we hadn't made it that far. Oh, he's enjoying himself a little pipe stogie right there. He's getting it on. Well, that being the case, we are going to take, actually, with my last run, do I have any money I can spend right now, like in the training dojo area? I do. I would like to increase my damage. That sounds like a good idea. We now do 8.6 more damage. Goody. In the single player, we're going to take John down into the dungeon today because he's had his stogie and he's ready to go. He's ready to be part of this adventure. So let's take him on in. Let's see what we can get done here. And let's rock this town. Rock it inside out. We're going to rock this town. Hit them with some swords. Okay. So aside from old Stray Cats music, let's have a... Ooh, that's a lot of spikes. I don't know how I feel about that. Ooh. Okay. That damage increase is paying back in dividends right now. Let's get up off the spikes right there. And let's see what we can accomplish in this little area. We took some damage right there. We're taking our knocks. But that's okay. We've got time to play with here. I am not that worried about what the enemy is trying to do. We've got Justice for All, which I think is the one that spreads around our damage to all targets. I'm okay with that. I'm going to dodge. Oh, he's actually pooping out spiders right now. That is an issue. I don't like it when enemies are pooped at me. I can think of a lot of ignition sources and propulsion sources, and like all of them hurt. But being pooped at adds a level of disrespect that I personally am not comfortable with, and I think that we should keep to a minimum throughout the course of this playthrough. There's a door off that way. I like to explore and make sure the corridor is safe in every direction before I start cracking open more doors, just in case tentacle monsters decide that they don't like my adventuring spirit. I like to get myself comfortable so I can fall back a little bit, just in the off chance that maybe things don't go as smoothly as expected. We've got a soul altar right here. No, we don't. Never mind. We've got shoving strike. Gives you pushback to your primary attack. I'll take that for right now. That sounds okay. I'm going to dash into this direction in order to avoid becoming a shish kebab, or a shishkabill, or a Shishkawilliam, or whatever shishka you might become when that happens. I want to avoid that change in nomenclature. Some spiders down this way getting one-shotted, laid out nice and flat. It looks like we're one-shotting most of the monsters at this point. That's good, but it doesn't really help that much because it tends to be the ranged monsters that really take care of me and cause problems. We're getting surrounded right now, which is less than satisfactory. That sucks. I don't like it. We took some damage right there. We got a soul altar on this side. Let's break that on open with the soul that we found, and maybe we'll get a health potion. We traded a soul for a soul, I guess. One soul for another. Maybe the soul that we just picked up is less shabby than the previous one, though. Like, it's slightly less used. You gotta look at the bright sides when it comes to acquiring loot. Oof, we are just getting banged on right now, unfortunately. And he's hiding down there in the muck. Let's pull him back over to this side. I don't want to fight him on top of the spikes, or her on top of the spikes since she's giving birth. There's a few more spiders that we're going to have to deal with in just a moment with their nasty little rending claws that can get through power armor. I've got no ranged option to deal with this guy, though, without baiting, so... Ah, and see, that left the opening right there. I just... And now we're poisoned again. Game's hard, man. This game is really, really hard. Like crazy hard, because it's in the AI programming to surround you, and since they don't attack you from one direction, they come from every direction. It's just like, good sweet Lord baby Jeebus, how do I make this work? That's a lot of spikes right there, and this is a considerable issue. I'm just gonna run for it back across this way. I'm gonna let them thin themselves out ever so slightly, and maybe hope that I get a potion out of this deal. Got a couple more slimes back here, too. And since I've come to learn that being surrounded is easily one of the worst things that can happen to you. Ah, I had nowhere to dodge. It was either take the ice damage over there or eat the hit. I had to take my chances. This game is really hard. Like, crazy hard. Like, top tier hard. In fact, to the point that I think John is not even a real valid option in a lot of the cases just because of the risk he has to take to deal damage.
No matter the state of affairs, the Bergsons take a moment to trek to the burial grounds of their late grandpa. He was the greatest guardian to grace the mountain, a light that could shine in any darkness. In these hard times, the family looked to his memory for guidance, for hope.
I think that proclamation that Joe is not as good as Lucy might be premature, though, but I feel like all the progress I make in this game is with Lucy. I feel like she gives me the best chance at making it a lot of the time. So it looks like at certain points when you die, it resets your stat. I don't know. Like, it looks like our levels fall off ever so slightly each time we die, and we've got to, like, buy them back up. Because I'm pretty sure our damage stayed the same, but our health, I think, has definitely dropped off. I'm not sure how the mechanic works. I think it'd be a good idea if they came up with an explanation for the player why it works that way. I don't know, just let me know how the system works so that I can plan for it and I can adapt around it. I'm going to try one more time with this character. I'm going to try one more time, and I'm going to assume that it's operator difficulty. Let's get up in here. We got stuff to slay. Yup, skeletons, you got nothing to show me right now. I'd also like the gold to be displayed somewhere on the screen and for it to tell me what value I've picked up as it goes up above the character's head, maybe, or something like that. Like you get like a little ding up above his head or something along those lines to figure out how much gold you've gathered from the dungeon. I am absolutely not going to allow that to happen. Let's get ourselves out of this surrounded territory that we've got going on down here. They have all missed with their melee attacks, which I am 100% okay with. I'm all right with that. Picked up a little bit of gold right there. We got another bat on this side, but in a bitter battle, we're probably better than the batters, so we'll take that down. I got the feeling that there's going to be an arrow coming from that direction sometime soon. We got a dead guy over here with the knockout block. John's shield, shield block will stun enemies. Okay. That's an interesting variation, because as I recall, we do have a block mechanic. However, we still lose health when we utilize it. And so I've been staying away from the block and just planning around evasion. Might be a wise idea. Looks like we took a little bit of damage on touch right there. That's okay. They don't deal much damage. Let's get them out from behind us. And let's swing out this way. I'm going to bait a couple shots over here. When I feel like the attack is coming through, I'm going to try and stay out of the way of it. That probably would have been a good time for me to throw up a block right there. Knock him down. I probably should have saved that potion for later, but no harm, no foul. I knew that was coming, and I was ready for it. A lot of it's situational awareness, too, and just knowing what's coming your way from what's on screen. We got Justice for All again right there to split the damage up ever so slightly more. I'm going to pick that up. Had to do a little bit of crafty finger work right there to stay moving and not get killed. We've got another altar right there. Let's maybe think about, that arrow from the backfield. That arrow from the, oh my god. I think my attack didn't count right there. That's a little upsetting. That one did, though. We've got a health potion right there, so let's save that just in case I take more damage on this side. He's going to fire, and I'm going to miss, unfortunately. I'm going to drop the spaghetti right there. At least we're at the point where we can one-shot goblins with our damage. So I think that what it does is when it spreads the damage around, it's actually additive. Because it looks like we went from dealing like 8 damage a swing up to dealing quite a bit more. I'm going to leave that potion there for later so that I got something to fall back to. Have a little bit of extra supply taken care of. Ooh, that kill combo right there, though. All your golds are mine. I will take your kroner and I will stack it in my hold. Over here we've got a door, and it looks like we've got a flow through right there. So what's in this direction? What do we got going on? Ate that one right there. That's okay. We've got health fallbacks. It does look like I can break my animation with my dodge, though, which I think is really, really good. I'm going to let him fire, and then we're going to go in, because I don't want to risk the chance that we'll eat extra damage, because it does add up. Like, you're really trying to avoid hits as much as possible in this game, in the case that you don't get enough health potions to offset the hits that you've been taking. Yeah, let's stay out of Spiderton down here. Oh my god. We are lucking out so much with the reflex saving throws at the moment. Ah! Stop with your movement. Ah! Stop with your slowing me, too. It's obnoxious, and it makes me want to hurt you, little spiders. And that's not an emotion that I fancy feeling. I'm going to get rid of all of them. We got a health potion back previously in the level. So there's nothing to worry about too much just yet. I do like the way that the pickups matter, though. Like, health pickups are a big deal. It looks like we ran out of our spread damage thing. We're not getting our bonus anymore. Alright. Weak. But we can work around it. Hopefully a new rune will drop pretty soon, and we can make use of that. We've got some little areas over here that I don't think we can make use of just yet. I wonder if the Dark Altars allow you to respawn or something like that inside the dungeon when you get killed. I think we need like a new building permit to get that done, and we haven't gotten to it just yet. This is a very large first floor. This first floor is taking over for a minute right here. Nope, not trying to eat that arrow right there. I saw it coming, and I decided I was going to stay way the hell up out of dodge on that one. Literally with a dodge. We've got a health potion right there. I'm going to pick that one up right now. We still got that one way back in the dungeon that I'll probably pick up before I transition into the next zone. Ah, you got me with that point blank shot. Had to take a little risk right there. Had to diddle the boobies of fate in order to find out if that was going to work or not in the long term. Ah, you little turd. Stop moving. Stop moving and let me hit you with this deadly weapon. How could you? Alright. Everything looks okay over there. What's up this way? We've got a special room. Let's have a look. We got ourselves damaged enemies will burn in fire. Hell yeah. And our shield block causes things to become stunned. We have options to play with right now. We've got a number of enemies over here all trying to mess with my business. You can see that little icon right there from them burning. We definitely managed to accomplish something. What was this way? Oh, I didn't go this way, so I don't know what's this way. Okay. Where was I going without ever knowing the way? Anyone can see the road that I walk on is paved in blood. It's always a cave, it's covered in mud. Because I don't know if you know this, but caves tend to collect moisture. And so the floors tend to just be like this rocky mud grossness that's just around all the time. And not like, you know, the rocky, like the normal lithic rocky. Just laying around on the ground causing problems. Okay, so floor 2. Are you going to be nice to me or are you going to be mean to me? It looks like they have started out with a resounding vote for meanness. They are very much a party to meanness. Luckily, I can swipe these guys like once right now, and with the fire damage, I can walk away. I don't think I'm going to let you do your thing. We've got some kind of weird beast over here that looks like it wants to hurt me. Then again, what in this dungeon has not wanted to hurt me? Luckily, he's a little... Oh, he spits out new bats, too, I think. Like the Bat Mother. Ouch. The Aegis Shield. What did that do for me? Using stamina, John's shield will block attacks completely. Ooh, I like that. Okay, that rune sounds like something I can work with. That sounds like something we can add to the repertoire. Down with that guy right there. Death to that guy. That guy's an asshole, and he deserves whatever happens to him. I kind of want to block one of these with the shield and see what happens, but I want to do it, like, in a safe environment where I'm not being attacked by 1,000 different things that are all praying for my demise. Got another soul right there. Sounds good to me. And we've got some kind of robot spirit thing over here on the mural. That thing burned to death all by its lonesome, so I'm okay with that. Ow. They're so good at dodging around you.
Ever present, always protecting her.
So it looks like the robot is on our side. It's beating up ogres right there. And judging what I've learned from this game is that anything that beats up an ogre is okay with me. How did I take that much damage just now? Did I get point blanked with something? Oh, you bastard. He caught me mid-animation. You filthy, dirty rat. Alright, well, down you go. We've got the Attack of Vigor. Consumes stamina to attack harder. Alright, I don't think we're going to have to worry about that for too much longer. We are really hurt right now. I don't think we're feeling good. The amount of boo-boos that we have collaborated in the assembly of. How am I getting hurt by that thing just when it's near me?
As Mary is always there for him, he is there for her. To catch her when she falls, or to simply enjoy a book of past memories.
I'm officially a fan of you need to be in an attack animation in order to hurt me. That's what I'm a fan of. I need to figure out where I buy these shard things so I can actually advance in the game. Is there a place around here where I can purchase the shards for money or something like that? Because we ain't making it to the first boss. The second floor is ridiculously hard. It is brutally hard. It looks like we retained our stats on that go. But we did lose our dodge chance, I think. Weird. I'm taking some more health. I don't know about you guys, but I'm taking more health. And I'm also going to make potions a little bit better. And then we'll get back down in there with John and see what's going on with him. I like John. He's cool. Like, I like his attack method. But, like, I got to figure out the playstyle for this guy. Otherwise, we're never going to advance. The second floor, I think it gets, like, a double damage modifier or something. Because it feels like I get hit a lot harder on the second floor than I do on the first. And, like, that didn't do attack on touch right there. But it was definitely doing... Maybe I had poison on me or something. I don't know. Maybe that wasn't attack on touch. Maybe it was poison. Meh. It was hard to tell in the heat of the moment when everything was going wrong and my entire health bar was disappearing. Spiders, y'all gotta go. I'm gonna stay out of the way of that bolt right there. Yup. Perfect. So far, so good. On the plus side, it doesn't feel like Diablo, which I think is a positive. Because in Diablo, you never really have to worry about, except on ridiculous high difficulties, getting instantly one-shotted by things. If you're playing on like higher difficulties in Diablo, you got to worry about your resists and things like that. But in this game, every combat feels like it might end you. Every single combat feels like it's vital. Like, even when you're fighting small stacks of random stuff, it definitely feels like you can be killed, and you have to watch out for enemies plotting on you. Oh, I knew I was going to eat that one right there. There was pretty much no hope on that one coming out well. Once I got sticky to the ground using them webs, then they started putting in that real damage, it was just like, welp. I suppose that's the way it goes. We got a soul container over here. What do we got? We have a totem that pushes enemies back. Might be helpful in the case that I get overwhelmed and they've got me surrounded. I think that it's got a utilitarian use that I think I'm excited about. And so I'll remember to hit that Q key as we're going downwards in order to make that work. Hopefully the totem doesn't cost health or anything of that kind. Anything that penalizes use, I think, is something that... So the corruption is on me right now. There's a little bit of damage that we took. He's going to fire a bolt at us. I saw the animation start. And so while I'm trying to get back down in here and make something good happen, I need to get these spiders too. Too much stickiness and grossness happening. I'm not going to give him a line of sight for the moment. I will, however, attempt to hurt him. Ooh, he can summon more enemies to mess with me. I never knew that was a thing that he could even conceivably do. I learned a new thing about the meta today, so he needs to go because he's basically a pseudo-spawner. Skeletons. I don't know why you're all so fleet-footed and good at not setting off booby traps. But it makes you dangerous. So let's maybe cleave on in and see what we can accomplish here. Picked up a potion right there that probably could have been used a little bit later to make us safer. I'm going to try and watch out for poison bolts because I know one's coming. Alright, so those are all down. Spider webs have been trekked off. And Big Spider, let's get rid of you now. Big Spider's down. Let's check on other directions now that we've got this big, nasty room all nice and vacated. We've got some extra real estate to play around with, and I think there's probably something good back here. We don't have a soul for that one right there, so I'll leave that alone. I do like the way that the game tells you what the resources are called. Adds a mythos to the world. A lot of games, the resource is just the resource, and you judge it by the little tooltip, but I'm not a fan of that. I like it when it's got a concrete name that's been set aside by the developers. I don't know why that matters to me, but it does. It doth. Yeah, you better back up off me. We're about to have real conversations at the end of this blade. There's going to be some real edged diplomacy taking place. Well, we're at level 7, so that's a plus. I don't think the levels affect things as much as I'd like to see them affect things. I don't know. It's kind of a weird situation where I don't know how to judge the levels in this game. They've got that place camped, unfortunately, with a never-ending string of me being shot at. So we're probably going to have to eat a hit somewhere just to make this work. Probably from the little spiders if I got to pick who hits me. I don't know what that is right there, but I'm going to leave that alone because I don't think it's interactable. Up to the north, we've got yet another area that's not really interactable. What's over here? That's our exit, so we know where that's at. Let's finish off the level, though, for extra XP and pushing further into the dungeon. I would like to see levels affect the character a little bit more so that, like, I don't feel like I'm progressing towards getting better on the second floor. Like, the second floor just hits so ridiculously hard that it's kind of psyched me out a little bit. I don't feel like the levels are moving us forward at all. I don't feel like the damage has gone up. It feels like I'm still hitting for, like, 8 each time around, and that makes me question what the levels actively do. I'd like to see some kind of printout or some kind of table that pops up.
Fungus bulb harvested. Not the most pleasant of smells, but it gives bite and power to any remedy.
Okay. I'm just going to go down to the next floor. Let's try to make some progress here in this playthrough. If we make it down to the 3rd floor, that's going to be life-changing for me. I feel a bit like when I was playing Moonlighter for the first time. The game is hard, the game is unforgiving, and making it down to bottom floors is not a guarantee. Even if you've got a solid foundation in the way that the mechanics work, you may still get bopped. And getting bopped in this game hurts. It hurts a lot. It is important to remember, though, we have no runes, we have no modifications. All we have is a random little totem that we can throw out there if things get really hairy. A couple of bats coming at me right now. Hopefully we'll pick up that one right there. Justice for all. That's just the damage bonus that I was looking for here. Exactly what I was talking about. Let's get out of the way of that. Or at the minimum, get out of the range of it. I'm going to try and keep my dodge moving, though, so that when he's throwing things out, I can at least make some kind of push against him. Yeah, ate the hit right there, but I did it full well knowing I had a potion back there. I could probably utilize that a bit later, but sometimes you got to be lazy. Sometimes you got to knuckle up and vote for the lazy party. Yay, yay, the lazy party. We like naps. It's my campaign slogan. We like naps. We like naps. Uh-oh. I don't like what just happened right there. I'd like to get them into a bottleneck where they can't sneak around the sides of me like that. Perfect. That worked out great. This little dude over here, though, we're going to wait for him to drop his mystical nonsense on the ground. And then we're going to... Oh, it still hurts you once it's actively in its animation. Okay. Good to know. These guys have damage on touch, so we got to punish them accordingly. We have an ogre right there. I'd like to fight the ogre without bullets and things being fired at me every 2 seconds. Because, you know, it's stress I don't need in my life. Hopefully we don't get any of the elite ogres around here. Otherwise... Nope, you don't get to live anymore. Got that shield up in time. I didn't think I was going to be able to dodge it, but we shielded it, so that's okay. Doing a little better. There was a soul chest back there. Yeah, they don't have damage on touch, so I must have been poisoned on that previous run. I must have been wrong. Like, observation can be a tad of a bit flawed when things are going super sideways and you don't know how to carry on through. Let's hit this one right here and hope that we get a potion out of the deal. The burning weapon. Oh, we got that one back again, too. That's good. I like that buff. It's not as good as a potion, but... No harm, no foul. We know this room is mostly... Okay, so there's the shenanigans right there. I'll say, this room looks mostly clear to me, but it's got me a little worried. Let's get rid of the respawner before that gets any worse. We've also got this dude over here who actively needs to go because he's laying down dead zones that debuff us and cause a bunch of damage. Goblins are down. Bat got a hit off right there, but we managed to dodge that bolt on the side. Little victories. Hashtag little victories. Hopefully we can bring back enough money to actually make this run count. Or at least see something new down here in the depths. Haven't used my totem yet, but then I haven't really had a need to. Okay, nothing down that way. It looks like the south passage is going to be our main option. I'm hoping that the size of the dungeon is predetermined by kind of a measurement from a centered x-axis, like a centered 0 point. So if you go really far in one direction, you might be able to do okay in another direction and skip a bunch of combats and whatnot. Yeah, I saw that one. Oh, we got a potion. Good. Well, that makes me a little bit less scared. Get rid of that bat. Arrgh, poison. You need to stop. That was not polite. We've got an extra soul, so we can go back to the soul chest if we end up needing a lot of healing. That worked out well enough. I do like the way the attacks are directional based on your mouse positioning. Oh, we've got a poison enemy over here. Okay. Let's fall back ever so slightly. Get the enemy divided up so that the combat isn't quite as horrible as it might be, but now he's got me trapped. That's really... Oh, there's two of them. Jesus. Are you for real right now? Like, damn, dude. That's brutal. Like, two elites at the same time? God, with the same bonus that covers up the same amount of floor. There was just nowhere to go on that one. There was zero way to go. This game is called Children of Morta. I think this is going to be my last episode. Oh, we got two of the little thingies. Ooh, where'd I pick those up from? I don't know where I got some, but I think we can do something with them. Oh, I need one more. No, we can do a tree of Rhea. Yeah, build a shrine to Rhea. So this great tree run through the lands. The family can access, purify, and upgrade obelisks found in their travels at this natural shrine. Select the desired obelisk to view its effect and calmest resource cost. Purify and activate the obelisk through the upgrade button for use in the field. Ooh. Maybe it won't be my last episode. Maybe we'll do another one just to see what those do. This game is hard, man. This game is hard. I can feel my competitive spirit right now getting all up inside of my head being like, yo, why are you letting the game run you like this? It's hard, though. It's real hard. This game does not hold back on you. It does not hold back at all. It throws them bones. I will see you all in the next episode of Children of Morta. Bye, everybody. I'll see you later. If you want to get the game, you can't yet. It's not out. This is just the alpha demo, but I find myself frustrated but enjoying my time and feeling like the game is really pressing me to get better at it. But sometimes you get one of those challenges in this game that's just like, nah, you will progress no further. And I don't know how to get around that. Maybe by passive buffs or something. I will see you all next time. Hi-do, everybody.